the readings for this week have captured my eye in the second reading, in which we are encouraged to believe that the message, the good news that Paul is announcing of Jesus Christ risen from the dead is not some product of his imagination, his creativity, or his intelligence, but that it is revelation of God. That Jesus Christ, risen from the dead, is revelation. And I'm considering that our preaching, my preaching, and our circumstance today as church can be precisely the failure to accept and to recognize the proclamation of the church as revelation from God. You know, in this anti-church environment that we live in, this hyper-secularism, this hyper-scientific attitude in the world, it's often that we hear the church being accused of the church's teaching, you know, the church's theology, the church's belief. We've gotten now to where even church theologians publicly are having arguments with people about what is a defined dogma and what is a discipline of the church. And, you know, we've tried to, or we have gotten into these debates, which raises the question, well, what is this proclamation of the church? What is this gospel? What is this Jesus? And it may be high time that someone like me and somebody like us might acknowledge the origin and the divine nature of the teaching of the church, and what of the message of the church is in fact divine, and what is the authority of the teaching of the church. And the only reason to have a church teaching is because of one's pursuit of the truth. So it might be something for us to reflect on. How do you think the teaching of the church is coming across in the world today? Like revelation from God? Like the truth? Or is it just one possible story or theory among a whole bunch of acceptable guesses by the human family? Let me know.